Hey Scorpio, welcome to your next 3 months reading. This is going to be for July, August, September. So I'm using multiple decks today. So there's going to be three columns. Your first column is going to be personal spiritual message. Your second is about relationships, whether that's love, business, personal, family. You take that as it resonates. And your third is going to be career finances. I am going to clarify all of the cards. I will pull two tea leaf fortune cards for you and three sacred traveler oracle cards for over the next 3 months. So let's get started. Please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. It helps get my algorithm out there to YouTube and gets my videos to more people. I would so greatly appreciate it. And check out my shorts. I just started doing 3 shorts a week, so for each zodiac sign, so you can also check out your sun, moon, rising. All right, so for personal spiritual growth, we have Ace of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles. All right, Spirit, give me guidance. Your cards are just popping out, Scorpio. Let's see, what do we have for Scorpio for relationship spirit for the month of July, August, September. We're in June now. Can't believe it. Time is floating by. Not sure where it has gone. So let's see. What's the outcome of relationships for Scorpio? Spirit, please. And thank you. Nope. Let's say nope. Keep going. All right. So in relationships, we have the Hermit, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Cups. Right, so let's see what we have for career and finances. Now, some of you, this is going to resonate as a whole story. So, again, take it how it relates to you. This is a collective reading, not a personal reading. So, just be mindful and just reminding. All right, Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio for career and finances for July, August, and September? Geez, and peace. I mean, your cards are like just spitting out. Whew, a lot of excitement, I feel like there's going to be a lot to look forward to. All right, let's see. I don't know what's going on, Scorpio. Tell me. Let's see what we're getting. All right. So, for career and finances, we have the Empress, the Devil, and the Ten of Pentacles. Know that the Devil is not always bad. Clearly, with these cards, there could be some really good things going on here. So, before I start clarifying, let's talk about your personal and spiritual message real quick before I start clarifying. Over the next 3 months, I am getting that you're going to clearly define what you want and what you don't want for yourself with this Ace of Swords, like being very clear, um, and so forth. But I do feel like you're going to create boundaries to protect what is rightfully yours as well. Like, and the power of your words are very important. So speak positive to yourself, and your mind will be clear and focused as well. It's like I'm getting to like be very specific as to what it is you want, Scorpio, because you will manifest it. All right. With the Four of Pentacles here, it's like there's a feeling of needing to take a step back and heal before heading into whatever this next adventure you're on. Like, no compromising for what others want you to do or how they want you to do things. Hold on to your blessings and feeling grateful is what I'm getting for the things that you do have. And some of you, it's going to be a good time to start saving and budgeting for future, okay? With the Knight of Pentacles, it's like get into a routine, a regimen that works best for you. You are guided to committing to yourself here. And I feel like this is what this whole row is speaking of, is committing to yourself and doing for you. Um, it's like now's the time to pay attention to yourself, your growth, your happiness, And surround yourself with people and things that make you a better version of you, a healthier you. You know, small steps turn into habits and are significant because it then turns into your lifestyle, right? And if it's a positive and healthier one, then you bring in greater things. So let's go ahead and clarify, why is the Ace of Swords here for Scorpio? Why is the Ace of Swords here? Ooh, why is the Ace of Swords here for Scorpio, please? We have the Five of Wands. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? It's justice. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Knight of Pentacles for Scorpio. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So, with the Ace of Swords and the Five of Wands, okay, so like side note for a second, like I am getting some of you starting an exercise regimen or just even walking is a good way to release up like pent up frustration, stress. You are being encouraged to be assertive and accept challenges to like discover your own potential. So don't give up, push yourself within reason, okay? And you know, sometimes our worst competition, I feel it's like I want to say it's ourselves. So like one minute we're like, oh, we're gonna get up, we're gonna go to the gym, and then the other side's like, no, I'm just too tired. Not today. I'll do it tomorrow, right? No, it's like clear cut what we need to do. We know what we got to do, and we need to move forward. So we're not going to get conflicted with oneself. We're gonna keep those things in order to move forward. With the Four of Pentacles and the Justice card, it's like earlier I was talking about taking a step back to heal. And, you know, with the justice card, perhaps you need to emotionally distance yourself from someone or something so you can make a just decision, is what I'm getting. Like something to be fair here. Um, don't be too overly invested in results or an outcome, but instead, like take things day by day. So, as far as expectations go, don't hold yourself or, you know, to something that's unreasonable. Take baby steps is what I'm getting, like just go with the flow here. Some of you need to stop carrying the burdens of others and tell someone no, and I know that's not something that these cards typically mean, but that is the energy that I'm getting off the cards. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, like how different could these two knights be, right? And they're facing each other. So I feel like the Knight of Wands is telling your current self here, like it's time to spice up your life a little, all right? In a way that is meaningful though for you, not in a, you know, crazy obsessive way. But also have faith in, and belief in yourself. Pursue what excites you, and never give up. Is what I feel like you need to hear right now. And be bold and confident. Like you know, take a risk, and there will be a reward here. It's like take the risk. Don't be impulsive, okay? And within reasonable risk, right? But I feel like it's time to let your hair down and have a little fun. So that is your personal and spiritual message. So, with the relationships column, which can be love, your own relationship with yourself, family, partnerships, business ships, whatever. Okay, take it what resonates for you. But overall, the energy here is telling me like the hermit emphasizes the need for inner reflection and solitude. The high priestess speaks of deep emotional connections and intuitive understanding, right? While the Knight of Cups signifies like deep emotional desires and romance that may require, I feel like some patience and self reflection is what I'm getting. But let's see what it's going to be different for all of you. So let's see what I get. Spirit, give me guidance for Scorpio for July, August, and September. Why is the Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here? I did see the Nine of Swords. And you know what? I am going to take it. Spirit's like, nope, take it. All right. You know, Cancer had the Nine of Swords twice in their reading, and I feel like that's something just with the water signs. Maybe there's something from the past that needs to be let go of. Let's see. Why is the High Priestess here? But we're going to get into it. Let's see. The High Priestess, Temperance. Y'all are getting a good bit of major arcanas like Cancer did too. I think it's just a water sign thing for the next 3 months, which is beautiful energy, right? Because it says you're being spiritually guided and protected for sure through this process of whatever it is you're trying to work through. Why is the Knight of Cups here for Scorpio? We have the moon, as I said, all the major arcanas. Okay. So again, the hermit is about introspection. There is a need to step back um and confront your inner fears, your doubts, your anxieties. Okay, I mean, that's truly what I'm getting, and that's for all of us. That's not just you, Scorpio. I feel like a lot of us, we push things down and don't bring things back to the surface. If we can push them down at the moment, we do, instead of dealing with things, right? Because that's just sometimes the easier way to do it. um, but some of you may need to take some time off, literally, or take time away from someone to work through a few things. There is a need to get to the root of a problem because I feel like it keeps showing its ugly head, clearly, figuratively, right? Of course. But know that you have the courage to do it. And again, this doesn't have to, this could be a business relationship, it could be a family relationship. For some of you, it is love. But there's a conflict right now, and there's a root of the problem that does need to be addressed and brought to the surface. And it'll come to the surface every once in a while, and I feel like it gets pushed back down, and then it comes back to the surface. But Spirit's like saying, like, now is the time to face it and deal with it and be done with it and move it out the way, because this has somehow prevented you with other things coming in and manifesting for you, is the energy I'm getting. um I do feel like, this situation will achieve, oh, I can't speak today, achieve the balance and peace you need. um you will be able to solve problems, okay, and there will be significant improvements. But I feel like there's got to be a balance with finding out what works best for the both of you in this situation to the best way possible, in a sense. And I hope that makes sense, because I'm just getting kind of level surface, surface level with this, not too deep. But there's got to be a balance coming here. I do feel like, if this is love, that there is a hidden emotional depth. Like, so emotions may be hidden. um Definitely listen to your intuition and feelings, because this is going to play an important role in whatever this situation is. Now, somebody could have hidden insecurities or unresolved issues from the past, but I feel like that's what it's bringing back here. Or something could be triggered from someone, or maybe something they do that triggers something for you, and it's like, okay, maybe you thought something was um handled or dealt with, or you've worked through something, and again, it roars its ugly head again. But it's okay, right? Because that's a trigger, doesn't mean that's bad. That's just saying, you know what, I still have a little bit more work I got to do. So I feel like that's where the patience is needing to come in, is be patient with yourself to work through certain things, and don't give yourself these high expectations of timelines, or this is where I should be in my life, and I shouldn't be single at 40 something years old, or whatever. Like, get that out of your head. Okay, because not everybody's journey is the same, clearly, right? We all go through things, we learn things. So I feel like, patience and perseverance is going to help you a lot. Don't give up right when you feel like, you're almost there. If you could see how close you are, is what I'm getting. If you could truly see how close you are, but unfortunately, we can't always see that, right? Or we don't believe it, or we don't have the faith. And Spirit's saying, have the faith. I'm guiding you, but I'm doing it in the most best way for you. Whatever you believe in, spirit, divine, God, okay? So in career and finances, you have the Emperor, you have the Devil, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. There could be a complex situation with someone of authority here in your career, okay? You could even have a family business or something like that. But let me say this. For a couple of you, there could be a complex situation with someone of authority at your work. or in your environment. However, like, don't feel like you need to take control of everything. Is if that's your message that, excuse me, then that's what I feel. But otherwise, take it or leave that. But otherwise, I'm getting like, take strong leadership, role as best as possible, to create structure. The devil, I'm feeling, is more about like not overcommitting yourself and having, how important it is to have that work life balance. And of course, with the 10 of Pentacles, it's telling me, long term success. And again, some of you could be inheriting a business as well, like a family business or something, or taking it over or becoming a partner. All right, let's see what we have. Why is the Empress here? The Emperor? Oh, Lord. Long day, guys. Long day. All right, why is the Emperor here for Scorpio for career and finances? Why is the Emperor here? We have the Ten of Cups. Yeah. For most of you, like I said, I feel like this is not a bad reading. Sometimes we just need to remember, like, sometimes we just need to let things play out and not feel like we have to control the situation or fix it ourselves. All right, let's see. Why is the devil here for career and finances for Ten of Pentacles again? Yeah, again, don't overcommit. Do what you can do. Work-life balance. Ten of Pentacles to me too is about, leaving that legacy, working hard, but not like killing yourself trying to, overdo it. And then you have the six of cups with the 10 of pentacles, which too I'm also getting is just like, again, this could be a family business. All right, for some of you, not everyone. All right, so with the emperor in the 10 of cups, I'm getting there is a blend of my computer. Let me see. I'm sorry. I thought my computer just glitched again. I'm sorry. I lost power earlier. I don't know what's going on. The weather's not too bad outside. So, okay. So, I'm sorry. The Emperor and the 10 of Cups. So, I was saying something of so there's a blend of authority here and emotional fulfillment, harmony, happiness, lasting relationships. um Establishing a strong foundation here with the emperor, right? Establishing clear boundaries, and I do feel by establishing those boundaries, it's going to lead you to some type of emotional satisfaction and taking charge of your life and creating a supportive environment. With the devil and the 10 of pentacles, again, don't overcommit yourself. Consider how your career choices are impacting your overall well-being as well. Like, true wealth does come from a healthy balance between your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. um don't overly obsess with materialistic aspects and lose sight of your journey and success here. Sometimes people become successful, they get caught up in all the cars and the homes and the jewelry and don't lose sight of how you've got here and where you've come from. um Prioritize family, give back to those around you to receive wealth and abundance. Some of you need to look at some type of past experience for guidance to achieve, the financial and emotional security in a sense. All right. So let's go ahead and wrap up this reading and pull your three sacred traveler oracle cards for the next 3 months. Spirit, give me guidance. Let me move this over here so I can fit them in. What do we have? And I will pull two tea leaf cards. What do we have for Scorpio? All right, transformation, right? That I'm getting sense of the death card, right? Which is your card. A fresh new way of living emerges. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Ooh. And stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure. Absolutely. And I feel like all these cards have reinforced everything I just said. So let's see. We have career. So, like I said, in this past column over here, I think your career is really going to take off, Scorpio. There's something coming in over the next 3 months, something happening that you really have something to work forward to. Archway, new opportunities, possibility, and paths opening up. Exactly. Like, this is so, for a lot of you, this is mainly, this could just be mainly a career read. but I am getting this love factor in here as well. So I hope this message has helped. If it did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Keep standing in your power, and I'll see you soon. Bye.